What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another book haul video on the King Crusoe YouTube channel. Now, compared to last month's book haul, which was massive, far larger than anything else I've done on the channel so far, this book haul is a little bit more normal, or at least a little bit closer to normal, because this is going to be very tiny compared to last month, and is even a small haul compared to normal. I think even my smallest book haul before this one had four more books or so than even this one has. So if not for a couple more items coming in a couple weeks ago, I don't know if I would actually be doing this video at all. I would probably just push a few of these books and just cover them in the next month's book haul. Yeah, it's small enough that I considered not doing a book haul video this month, even though that's my second most popular type of video. Last month it was my most popular video, which thank you guys for that. But not to worry, there are still a few really cool things here. So, without further ado, let's move on right to number one, the first thing that I got in June. That being the book that everybody in Discord is pestering me about. That is The Bird Book, The Obscene Bird of Night by Jose Donoso. All I know about this book, basically, is that it is a monstrosity. Yeah, like that's a pretty good word to describe it. Now, I don't know what to expect from this because even though I'm aware of how crazy it gets at times, I don't know the actual context of how it gets crazy, and everybody says that it gets quite disturbing or even gross and unexpected in unexpected ways throughout basically the entirety of the book. So, I'm not necessarily looking forward to reading this, but I will be at some point. I don't have any promises about when that will be, though. Guys, please don't pester me about this anymore. It's getting a little bit annoying. I will be getting to it at some point, and I will review it at some point, but that doesn't mean it will be immediate. I can try to fit it in this summer or this fall if I get a chance, but quite frankly, I don't know if that'll happen with all of the other stuff that I'm reading and with the size of all the other stuff that I'm reading. Maybe I can fit it in October along with the next item on this list, but again, no promises. I am excited to get to this at some point just because basically everybody who's read it has loved it despite it being insane, but I'm also very nervous at the same time. And I just hinted at getting to the next item in this book haul, reading it in October. Yes, indeed, folks on Discord as well, for those who are planning to do this. It is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, right? Yeah, Bret Easton Ellis. Yeah, not much to say about getting this book. I'm really a fan of the way that it feels. Not many paperbacks come in this size and have this smooth type of cover anymore. The way that floppy trades are tend to be a lot larger, at least when it comes to like Orbit editions. I really like this type that is really smooth to the cover and you can open all the way and doesn't open or doesn't crease the spine. I just love it when books are this size and have that quality about them. So, fan of the quality of this book, even though I don't know much about the writing of it. And like I said, I am looking forward to reading it in October. I'm not a fan of making too many promises at this point, but I'm very likely to read this in October in the middle of the month, or maybe even early in the month, depending on how things go with the Sun Eater read along. And I should also be able to watch the movie of this in October for the first time as well. I know a lot about the movie, but I haven't actually watched it in full. So, very excited to kind of get to these sometime around my birthday in the middle of that month. Now, the next couple items on this list are from an author who I've showed many times on book hauls up to this point, and that I even just mentioned a second ago, being Sun Eater by Christopher Rocchio. Item number 3 on this list is Queen Amid Ashes, which is the second novella for the series that Rocchio has done. Now, I was originally just going to wait for the Queen Amid Ashes and Other Stories kind of special edition hardcover that was going to come out on Anderida Books a little bit later this year. I will still be purchasing that collection to go with the rest of my UK hardcovers and my Lesser Devil collection. But based on the release date and the fact that there's no pre-order or anything like that for that, when it goes on sale, it's live, it's actually ready to ship. Based on that release date, I can't be 100% sure that I'll be able to have that collection in time for when I need to have Queen Amid Ashes for the read-along. As a result, I figured that it would be safest to go ahead and acquire this paperback version of it just in case. And besides, why not support Rockio a little bit more? But attentive listeners just realized that I said the next two items. Yes, there is another Sun Eater item here as well, that being the exact same paperback version of The Lesser Devil. I already have The Lesser Devil and Other Stories collection, but I figured if I'm getting the Queen of Mid-Ashes paperback, I might as well get the Lesser Devil paperback. You know, why not expand the Sun Eater collection a little bit more? Like I said, why not support Rockio a little bit more? I have basically all of the physical Sun Eater releases to exist up to this point, so I might as well, just expand the collection a little bit. I'm very excited for the Queen of Mid-Ashes special edition to release a little bit later this year, and they'll go fine with all the rest of the stuff I have on my shelf. And now we get to item number 5, which is the last item on this list. Very small haul, like I said. I already had a family copy of this book that my family's had for ages. I'm pretty sure my mom bought it before I was even born. Not 100% sure, but I have been nostalgic about it for basically my whole life because I've been aware of it. And like, it's always been that book that's like, I want to grow up and read that book someday. And I remember saying that kind of stuff when I was in like fourth grade, even before I was in school, even. I felt that kind of way. But I wanted to have my own copy, so I bought my own of Les Mis by Victor Hugo. I was lucky to find a brand new edition of the Penguin Classics Deluxe Edition of Les Mis because these are surprisingly hard to get. So when I found a listing on Amazon that was like official, like Amazon getting the books, not third party sellers or anything like that, where the quality of the shipping and even the item itself can be who knows. I found an actual listing on Amazon that was like pre-order because I guess they got a few more copies of this. So I was like, I'm going to pre-order that. And I did and got it, and it's in really great condition, and I'm very happy with it, especially since I have that shelf back there that's got a bunch of other Penguin Classics deluxe editions. So it looks fantastic on the shelf back there, along with all of its brothers and sisters, I'm going to say. Apparently, this is a new translation, though. I think when I looked, it said it was like a 2013 translation or something like that. So something in the last decade. That's rather recent for a classic of this age to have been translated. Either way, I'm going to be leading a read along of this book in November and December of this year, so I'm excited to get to it, even if it is another massive one. And hopefully, I'm actually able to read the book in 2 months, dedicating myself to it rather than War and Peace back there having taken me several months up to this point because it's kind of been a lower priority compared to some other things. But yeah, that's it. That's all for the haul. Like I said, very small, but a few exciting things that I think will all be read within the year. I'm going to be reading Les Mis with the read along that I'm leading in this winter, I'll say, because November is winter where I live. The Sun Eater novellas that I just got that I'll be leading a read along for as well this fall/winter, depending on which one at which time. I'll be reading American Psycho in October, I'm pretty sure, and the Bird book I'm hoping to get to within the year. That one's probably the most questionable, just based on time. It's one of those things that's like, hey, if I want a horror book that isn't Stephen King and I have time to fit it in, I'll fit it in. So we'll see how that goes. Just as always, check out seasonalproductions.com for all of my video and writing content all in one place, including the upcoming novella Beneath Perfection that I began working on in late June. I'm not 100% sure when that's going to start releasing. It might not be until mid-August or so. I'm hoping to be able to start doing that in August, but it might be a little bit closer to September when those chapters finally start releasing. But be on the lookout for that because I'm very excited to finally have written anything since I haven't gotten to do that basically since March. So yeah, that's something to be excited about. At least I'm excited about. And I hope you don't mind the little bit of a shorter video this time around. I will see you guys all on Monday with the next episode of the book binge, I believe being a review of The Wastelands by Stephen King. I'll see you all on Monday.